Hey everyone, my name's Mimi from Wildflower Pilates, and today we are focusing on something super important but sometimes overlooked, and that is our ankle mobility and strength. Strong and mobile ankles are key for better movement, injury prevention, and overall stability, whether you're running, hiking, skiing, or just moving in everyday life. This 10-minute routine will help improve your ankle flexibility and strength so that you can move with more ease and confidence. You won't need anything except a yoga block if you've got one, or like a book, something that we can just stand on to elevate your heels a little bit. So a stack of books, magazine, something that's stable, that isn't going to run away from you underneath you. So if you can find that, and then let's get started. So we're going to start coming down into a little crouched position. So I want your feet about hip width apart. You're going to come right onto your tippy toes. And then you're going to try and press your heels down into the mat as much as you can. So you might need to move your hands back behind you to hold yourself there. And then you're going to rock forward, come up onto your tippy toes. So we can get super tight through your shins, which makes the ankles get pretty tight. And we just don't really think about it until you try and do something like this and you're like, oh, that's really tight. Or unfortunately, until you get an ankle injury, and then it all comes to light. So we want to try and keep the ankle joint strong, but also mobile. So having that range of motion so that when you do accidentally twist it or fall, it can bounce back pretty well. So we're just rocking forward and back here, trying to work through that ankle joint. And then if it's there, you're going to start to try and not bring your hands behind you. So you're trying to sit back on your heels, come up, maybe you can come onto your tippy toes, and then you're rocking back, trying to find that range through your heels, coming all the way up. And then we're going to start to add in a stand up. So you're coming forward, you're going to come onto your tippy toes. We're going to see if we can stand up onto our tippy toes. So find something still to look at. Then you're going to try and come up onto your tippy toes, find that balance. Try and stay on your tippy toes as you come back down. And then you're trying to sit back on those heels. Use your hands if you need them. Coming back, try and get high on those tippy toes. And then we're trying to stand all the way up. Focusing on that nice still point. Coming back down. Sitting back on your heels. Rocking forward, coming onto those tippy toes. Trying to stand all the way up. Ooh. One more time. Let's come all the way down. And then sit back on your heels. Rocking forward. Up onto those tippy toes. And then standing all the way up. Coming down, give it a little shake out. You can maybe do a little circle through those ankles. And then we're going to turn the feet out. So toes are pointing to like a 45-degree angle. Let's go hands to your hips. And you're just going to come up onto your tippy toes and come back down. Onto your tippy toes and coming back down. So we're just working through the calf muscles, through your ankles. We're just working for a bit of range here. So we're going to go one more like that. Then I want you to lower the heels down. See if you can come all the way down into a squat. So you're trying to push your knees over your toes as much as you can, and then stand back up. And then come up onto those tippy toes. Heels come down. Bring your hands in front of you. Come down into that squat. Have a little rock from side to side. It's a little bit easier here to keep your heels down than it was with your feet together. Just purely because of the angle of your feet and your leg inside your hip. Listen. All right, we're going one more like that. Bring it all the way down. Nice. All right. Now we're going to bring our feet back together. We're coming up onto your tippy toes. Then you're going to lower the heel down. Try and keep the heels down, or as much as you can as you come all the way down into that squat. And then coming up, coming high on the tippy toes. Lower the heels down. Trying to sit down into that squat as much as you can. Trying to keep those heels down. Coming down. Work that ankle joint. So bringing your hands in front of you is going to help with the balance. Let's go for 2 more. Trying to get as low as you can. Nice. And then we're coming all the way up. Last one. See if you can have a little bounce down there. Try and press those heels down. Beautiful. And then coming up. Standing all the way up. And then coming back down. Now we're just going to flip your right foot over and stretch out through the front of that foot there. So you're trying to push your foot down towards the mat and just find that stretch through the front of your foot, maybe up your leg a little bit. One more big deep breath there and then pop it down. Go the other side, stretch that out. Nice. And one more big deep breath. See if you can push your foot down a little bit more. And then undo that. All right, now we're working for a bit of balance. So we're just going to stand on our right foot and find your balance. We're going to tip ourselves forward, so you can keep your hands on your hips. We're going to tip ourselves forward, kick that left leg out behind you. And then you're going to stand up, pull your left knee in towards your chest. And then you're going to kick that leg out. Find your balance. Coming back up. So if you're wobbling here, that's good. We want to try and save yourself from the wobbles. Use all those stabilizing muscles in there to help control that leg. If you're like, this is super easy and I'm not wobbling at all, I want you to shift your eye gaze. So as you stand up, I want you to look up to the ceiling. And then as you kick the leg back, I want you to look for the ground. Save yourself from those wobbles. Kicking up, looking up, and then kicking back, looking down. Shifting your eye gaze. If you like, still, so easy. I can do this forever. See if you can shut your eyes. So you'll shut your eyes, make sure you're not going to fall on anything around you. But see if you can close your eyes as you kick back and then shut them. Maybe you can look up. But you're trying to work all those little muscles in your foot up into your leg to keep that balance. Finding that strength through your ankle. Nice, let's go 2 more. I hope you're wobbling everywhere, saving yourself. I can feel my leg going nuts. Let's go 1 more. Awesome. And then come down, give it a little shake out if you need it. And then we'll go other side. So finding your balance first. Then we're going to kick that leg out behind you. It might feel different on this side, so maybe don't shut your eyes straight away. And then bring that knee into your chest, kicking it back, bringing it in. And as you start to warm up into it, you can shift your eye gaze. So you're looking down as you kick back, looking up as you bring it in, kicking it back, bringing it in. Nice. And then maybe you can close your eyes. See if you can find your balance with it. It's so tricky. Nice. We'll go for a few more here. Find those wobbles, save them. Awesome. Let's make this on your last one. And then bring that foot down, give it a little shake out. So this is where we're going to use your yoga block or whatever you've got, a book, just something so that your heels are off the mat. You might want to be next to a wall, especially to start off with, just as we try and find our balance. But we're just going to do some calf raises here. So heels are lowered, and then we're going to come onto your tippy toes. Lowering the heels down. Ooh, find your balance. Maybe I need to hold on to the wall. Really let your heels drop down towards the mat, and then pulling back up. So just getting a little bit more range of motion with our heels elevated. Awesome. Cool. Let's go 2 more like that. Last one. And then we're going to pause on your tippy toes. So hold on to something if it's there. We're going to let one foot come off. You're going to lower yourself down with that one leg. Put your other foot back on. Come up on 2. Lift the other foot up. Lower down on 1. Try and get as low as you can. Pop the other foot on. Lift back up with 2. So we're just eccentrically loading that single leg. Trying to build up the capacity there. Both on, lifting up. Nice. Trying to get as low as you can. Really work that range of motion. All right, continue like that if you're like, this is pretty hard. I want you to keep going like that. If it's there, we're going to try and go down and up on the single. So you're coming up, coming down. You could also do this off a step if you don't have a block handy. Could have said that at the start, sorry. But even, you know, if you're waiting around for something and you've got a step handy, you can do these exercises just whenever you get a chance. Let's try and go 1 more on that side. Try and lift up as high as you can and then swap it over. Lowering that heel down, lifting it up. Lowering down, lifting it up. Nice work. Trying to get as high as you can on that tippy toe. Bring it all the way back down. As high as you can. Bring it back down. Let's go for 1 more. Nice work. And then you can step off that block. Give it a little shake out. We're going to turn the block long ways if you've got a block or whatever you've got. So I'm thinking I want something a little bit softer. So something a bit more unstable. So whether that is a like soft cover book or a cushion, You could use a cushion for this one. We just want something that's going to make it even trickier to balance. So the softer the surface, the less stable it is, the harder it's going to be. But we're a little bit elevated. We're going to try and find your balance. That might be enough for you. Just trying to stay still on a soft surface is pretty hard. If you want a little bit more, we're going to hinge forward, bend that knee slightly, and we're going to come down into a little squat and then stand back up. Down into a little squat, stand back up. So work your foot into that mat or into that block. Let's just go for 2 more. Nice. And then we're going to swap it over. Standing, finding your balance again. That might be enough, just finding your balance on a soft surface. Then we're going to bend down, come back up. Bending down, coming up. Nice. Let's go for 2 more. Beautiful. And then you're going to step off there and just pop the top of your foot back on the mat again and just draw some nice big circles in one way, circles back the other way, and then swap legs, circling around, get that ankle joint moving. So these are all little exercises you can just add in everyday life, you know, when you're standing on a step, when you're brushing your teeth, finding your balance, or even just when you go down to pick something up, just see if you can keep your heels down on the mat for as long as you can. Just trying to get that range of motion through the ankles wherever you can in everyday life, and you'll find that the mobility improves dramatically over time. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe, and I will keep delivering Pilates videos to help you moving through life, doing the things you love with more ease and confidence forever. Thank you.